Welcome to the 24/7 Sports Recruiting Channel. I'm National Recruiting Editor Brandon Huffman. And in just a moment, we'll go down to Chatsworth, California for the announcement from four-star receiver and two-sport athlete Jaden Nickens. Jaden Nickens is originally from the state of Oklahoma, moving to Southern California during the summer. He's a four-star receiver, ranked as the number 29 receiver nationally in 2025, the number 25 player in the state of California at 6'3" and 190 pounds. But he's also a basketball player, and that's something that he plans to pursue in college as well. So join us now as we go to Sierra Canyon High School in Chatsworth, California, and bring in Jaden. Jaden, first of all, welcome, and thanks for joining us today to announce your decision.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
You're one of the premier two sports standouts in the country, and basketball has certainly been a part of your journey, as well as football. What was it like going through this process, not just for the sport of football, but also for basketball as well?
It was a lot of ups and downs. A lot of colleges was going along with it. A lot of colleges it wasn't. So it was just a hard choice for me to decide if I wanted to stay true to myself or I wanted to listen to the outside noise. The decision I make today is me staying true to myself.
You're down to a Final Five of California, Georgia, Kansas, Oklahoma State, and Texas A&M. But through this process, where there are other schools that were involved, maybe if you just had focused on basketball, or other schools that wanted you just to play football, and did you kind of come to this Final Five based on the ability to play both sports at each school?
Yes. All the schools except one school was going to allow me to play both, and that was Georgia. So everybody knows Georgia is a high-ranked college football team, so it would be low-key impossible to do that. But every other school is on board and allowing me to pursue my dream.
Well, in just a moment, we'll get that announcement of where you're going to play your future in college. But before that, we know you want to take a moment to thank everybody that's been a part of your journey, that's been around. You've got some family behind you. You got friends there. Go ahead and use this moment to thank those people that have been supportive of you along the way.
First and foremost, I would like to give all the glory to God. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be able to have the ability to play both. My parents, I just want to thank them for the sacrifice that they have done, for everything of me moving back home to LA and my family just being there to support me. I just want to thank everybody that was there and staying true to me and keeping it real. And I just want to say I love everybody. With that being said, I'll be committed to the University of Kansas.
There it is. The University of Kansas Jayhawks get a commitment from football player Jaden Nickens, as well as basketball player Jaden Nickens. Now, Jaden, when we look at the football standpoint, obviously Coach Leipold is doing a great job, and they're getting back on the winning track these last couple of weeks. What was the conversation like with Coach Leipold about playing football for the Jayhawks?
It was straightforward. They want me to come in right away and play. They're letting me know how many seniors they were going to have leaving at the receiver standpoint. So they were just telling me how I'm going to have to grow up early and have to stay down to my commitment. And when I get there, it's going to be all business. And they were just really happy that they were able to get me on both ends of basketball, too. They were really pushing that and telling me how excited they were for that also. So it was well,
a lot of reason to be excited for the basketball standpoint. Number one team in the country right now in basketball is Kansas. Coach Self's won a couple of national titles for the Jayhawks. How much of the factor was Coach Self and the ability to be able to play for one of the premier teams in all of college hoops? How much was a factor of that in your decision?
My Kansas recruitment started with Kansas basketball. Coach Townsend and Coach Self called me, and they told me before they even wanted to offer me or even include me in coming to Kansas, they wanted to make sure that football was involved and that they talked to my parents first and foremost. So when they got on board with both coaching staffs and they both told me that they were both excited for me to play both, that was just real big to me because basketball was just excited about football and football was excited about basketball. So that showed a lot of intensity into it for me.
Well, you'll be fully prepared to go right from football into basketball season. You'll be doing that right now at Sierra Canyon. A football playoff game with Mater Dei is on tap, but you are heading to hoops as well. How much are you prepared for the year-round aspect of playing two sports at the next level?
I'm prepared. The plan they have for me and what they have told me, I'm going to be ready. So just staying down and knowing what I'm doing and just taking one sport at a time. So when it's football season, focus on football. And when it's basketball, focus on basketball. So just keeping my body in the right shape for both seasons, and I'll be all right.
Well, there it is. Jaden Nickens out of Sierra Canyon High School in Chatsworth, California, 4-star receiver, headed to Kansas to play football for the Jayhawks and basketball for the Jayhawks. A big boost to both Lance Leipold's roster and to Bill Self's roster, and one of the top-rated uncommitted prospects in the state of California in the 2025 class is now off the board. Jaden, your family and friends, thanks for joining us. Congratulations and good luck at Kansas.
Thank you. Rock chalk.
All right, well, there you have it. Rock chalk indeed. Kansas University gets a commitment on the football side, but also adds to their basketball arsenal in getting Jaden Nickens, one of the premier players in the state of California, a top 30 receiver nationally in the 2025 class out of Sierra Canyon, which features one of the strongest young rosters in the state of California, but he's one of the more experienced veteran players. He'll be heading to the University of Kansas to play football primarily as a receiver, where he's a 6'3", 190-pounder who can go up and get the ball, shows that basketball athleticism as a pass catcher, can run, can catch, can get himself open, get the separation, but then also move to basketball in the offseason and be able to do very similar things on the basketball court with that twitch and that athleticism. So a huge bump for Lance Leipold, getting a 4-star. They have a quarterback on the roster right now, Jalen Daniels, who's from Southern California. They go back to the Golden State to land one of their highest rated commits in this class. And then Bill Self, the rich keep getting richer on a basketball angle, to get a football player of the talent level that Jaden Nickens is to come in and play basketball. A nice win for both the Jayhawks football programs and the basketball programs. Well, thanks for tuning in to the 24/7 Sports Recruiting Channel. I'm Brandon Huffman. You can find more information about Jaden Nickens' recruitment on 24/7 Sports on unfog.net. Thanks for watching.